All right, today we're diving deep into the Nevada desert to peel back the layers of secrecy around one of the most mysterious places on the entire planet, Area 51.
You see stuff like this all the time, right? These personal accounts, these little whispers, they're what fuel the whole myth. But what is actually going on behind those fences? Well, let's get into it.
Okay, so first, let's talk about the legend itself. I mean, for so many people, Area 51 is more than just a place on a map. It's the absolute epicenter of the UFO universe, a name that immediately makes you think of crash saucers, alien bodies, and massive government cover-ups.
And really, you can trace a lot of this back to events like the famous Roswell incident in 1947, when a local paper blasted out a headline saying the Air Force had captured a flying saucer. Well, that idea got cemented in the public's mind for good.
And this fascination, it just completely boiled over in 2019. Remember this? 2 million people, 2 million signed up on Facebook to literally storm the base to see them aliens. Now, sure, it was mostly a joke, but it shows you just how deep this mystery really goes.
So it really makes you wonder, right? If it's not little green men, then what on earth are they hiding out there that requires this level of security and inspires this much speculation? Okay, so let's peel back the conspiracy theories for a second and look at the official story. What does the government say this place of secrets is actually for? Officially it's called Homey Airport or Groom Lake. Sounds kind of boring, right? But its mission, well, that's a whole different story. It's a top-secret Air Force facility, and its real job is developing and testing some of the most advanced aircraft imaginable.
And when we say secretive, we mean really secretive. The government played it so close to the chest, they didn't even officially admit the place existed until 2013. Think about that. For almost 60 years, as far as any official record was concerned, Area 51 just wasn't there.
So once those records finally came out, what did they show? Well, it turns out Area 51 was never about visitors from other planets. It was all about creating some seriously revolutionary technology right here on Earth. And we're talking about the height of the Cold War. This place was the secret cradle for America's most unbelievable spy planes. You've got the U-2, which could fly higher than anything else. You've got the A-12 Oxcart going faster than a speeding bullet. And of course, the F-117 stealth fighter. These things literally redefined what was possible in the sky. Okay, now this is where things get really interesting. This is where the myth and the reality just smash right into each other. So you take the classic flying saucer. People said they saw a fast, glimmering disc-like object. Well, let's look at the A-12 Oxcart. It had a wide, disc-like body, it flew at over 2,000 miles per hour, and its titanium frame would glint in the sun like you wouldn't believe. It's a perfect match. So you see what was happening here? The very programs the government was so desperately trying to hide were the exact same things fueling the UFO legends. It's kind of perfect in a way. The secrecy was its own undoing. I mean, just put yourself in the shoes of an airline pilot back in the 50s. You're cruising along at what you think is the top of the world, maybe 20,000 feet, and then you see something, a tiny glint of light, impossibly high above you. The U-2 was flying at altitudes nobody even thought was possible back then. Of course it looked alien. And this quote from some of the Area 51 veterans, man, it just nails it. A metal body moving faster than a bullet, reflecting the sun? They knew. They knew what they were building looked so otherworldly it could fool just about anyone into thinking they'd seen a UFO. So what you get is this massive information vacuum, right? The Air Force's own investigators, the guys running Project Blue Book, they'd get these UFO reports, check their secret flight logs, and go, oh, yep, that was us. But could they tell the public that? Absolutely not. So the only explanation left for people was, well, something not from around here. All right, so even with all these declassified documents and perfectly logical explanations, you'd think the debate would be over, right? Nope, not even close. The mystery is still very much alive today. So the official line from the Pentagon, as recently as 2024, is crystal clear. They've looked, they set up this whole office, the All-Domain Anomaly Resolution Office, or AARO, to investigate. And their conclusion is they found zero evidence of alien tech. The cupboard is bare. But you can probably guess how that goes over with a lot of people. For many, reports like that are met with some serious skepticism. This comment here really sums it up. The idea that if you don't even define what you're looking for, how can you ever claim you haven't found it?
So, when you boil it all down, what are we left with? The whole Area 51 myth was pretty much born from Cold War secrecy. Its real job was building incredible next-gen aircraft, and the strange look of those very planes is what fueled the UFO sightings. And no matter how many times the government denies it, people are still curious. The real story here isn't about aliens, it's about incredible human ingenuity.
And that leaves us with one last, kind of wild thought, doesn't it? As technology keeps racing forward in secret, which it absolutely is, what new UFOs are being tested out there right now? Just waiting to be seen, waiting to become the great myths of tomorrow.